Hello everyone and welcome to my channel where we will be discussing and reacting to the financial ups and downs going on in our economy, where we will also be talking about personal finance here and there, and where I will be dropping financial gems that I think we all can benefit from. So if that is something that you like, please be sure to like and subscribe, comment down below so that I can also hear your perspectives as well.
The U.S. government just shut down. They ghosted us all. And because I'm Mrs. Dow Jones, a millennial finance expert, I'm going to give you a breakdown of what actually happened and the 4 major ways it could hit your wallet. So basically, Congress had until October 1st to pass a budget. And it's October 1st and they didn't. That's because the Dems wanted healthcare subsidies, Republicans wanted cuts, Trump wanted even more, like permanent rollbacks to programs like Obamacare, and nobody gave in. So now, for the first time since 2019, the government is shut down. The longer it lasts, the more you're going to feel it. So here are the 4 ways to protect yourself and your wallet. Number 1, build a buffer. Estimated 750,000 federal workers could be furloughed each day that this shutdown lasts. So if your income or aid depends on the government and this continues, money may not arrive on time. Best way to prepare is build an emergency fund. Number 2, guard your paycheck. When the government shuts down, the jobs report doesn't get released on time. That is the data Wall Street and CEOs use to make hiring decisions. Without it, things can slow down, offers can take longer, raises can get delayed. If you've got a job, hold on to it. And if you're job hunting, unfortunately, expect the process to drag. Number 3, expect travel delays. TSA agents are essential workers, so they still have to go in, but it's unpaid, and in past shutdowns, that meant sick outs, which led to canceled flights. Oh, also expect delays or closures if you plan to visit national parks or federal sites like museums. And number 4, don't panic sell. Shutdowns don't always tank the market. 2019, the S&P 500 actually gained. Investors don't like uncertainty, so volatility is likely. If you're invested, don't panic sell, just stick to your plan and ride it out. Hopefully this shutdown is resolved soon, but I will keep you updated in the meantime, so make sure you follow and stay rich.
I believe it's a time that we're going back to cash and not so much dependent on the computer system, right? Because if we depend on the computer system, just think about it, the government can control us. Because if they shut down power and they shut down everything, what do we go do? Cash is king. So it's time to go back to keeping you some cash at home, keeping cash in your wallet. I've been trying to train myself, so I've come off my debit card. So I've been carrying cash so that I'm not so used to the debit card, because there's a time that's going to happen and a time that's going to come that the debit card is not going to work. And if you don't have no money on hand, you're going to be in trouble, right? I told the people that they needed, Chris should be able to pull the tape. I told the people that they needed to take all their money out the bank. I said, don't take all of it, leave some. I told y'all that a year ago. That's right. I said, leave some money in the bank. But I said, you remember how our grandmothers used to have money in their sock and in the drawer in their secret place? Y'all better put some money at home, because if the banking system crash and you can't get to anything, you're going to be in trouble. I said, start stocking up on bottled water, baby food. I told mothers that had children, I said, start stocking up on baby food. Look at the expiration date and buy food, 6 months out. And then when you use that, go buy it again 6 months out, in case there's a blackout or something happens. You got enough food to feed your family for the next 30 to 90 days. I'm about to clean my whole pantry and buy canned goods, because food might spoil in the refrigerator if a power go out, but you can live off canned goods. So you need beans, string beans. I don't even eat corned beef hash, but I said I'm going to buy some corned beef hash because you need something with protein. I don't eat Vienna sausages, and I said the Lord is saying go buy cases of those little Vienna sausages, because at least you can get some protein. Buy peanut butter, things that'll give you strength in case something happens to the power and we can't keep food in the refrigerator or the freezer. You need to have some dry food. Get stuff like, when I was little, my grandmother used to get stuff that you can have milk on the shelf. It came in a little carton and you can use that for milk. You can make eggs. I said, because if something happened and you can't eat, you'll eat that stuff. You want to live, right? And then something happened with the banks. It went down. All the banks shut down for like 24 to 72 hours, and people couldn't get money out. They couldn't use debit cards. But that ain't what I saw. I saw something more strenuous than that. It wasn't no 24, 72 hours. And so I said, listen, y'all better be able to put your hands on something. If you got 10,000 in the bank, leave 3 and go get 7 and put the 7 up and leave the 3 there. Because if something happened, you can't get to the 3. What you go do if you need gas? What you go do if you need to get some food? What are you go do if you can't get no money and your debit card don't work? Because most of us live by the swipe. So if the swipe ain't working, what am I gonna do if I don't have no cash?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl Tam, your favorite travel bestie. So I'm on here today. I didn't go live. I was gonna go live, but there's too much going on right now. And I'm driving back home. So if you are a federal employee, make sure you drop in the comments, I'm a federal employee. I just got done signing my furlough paperwork because I is a federal employee. And what I really wanted to talk about today is the fact that if you being a federal employee, you now being furloughed, if that was your only source of income, I'm praying for you, okay? I really am. I'm praying for you. Because I can only imagine what it's like only having one income to be able to take care of my children, to be able to eat, to be able to, not have to make life decisions going to the gas station or to the grocery store, right? And I'm prime military as well as obviously a federal civilian, so I've been around the game for a long time. 25 years off and on, 15 years as a civilian federal service servant to the government, and 10 years of military experience. So I've been around quite some time. And unfortunately, this one seems a little bit different. This furlough seems a little bit different than the previous ones. But I'm gonna tell you, I thank the Lord that I saw a few years back. I believe I experienced my first furlough when this current administration was in office the first time, and it lasted about 35 days. Now at that time we had to report to work. We had to report to work, but we didn't get paid. But we did get back pay at some point. But I thank the Lord that I've been pushing entrepreneurship because I saw the writing on the wall. So I have several streams of income. And that is what I have been trying to express to my family, my friends, the people that are close to me, even coworkers. I have been explaining to them that, having another source of income and hopefully a successful and sustainable source of income outside of your main source of income, because you can never just depend on one. And this situation shows exactly why that is needed. I mean, I'm not feeling a certain type of way about it. Honestly, if it's for the good of everyone, shut it down. Let's figure this out. Let's figure out how we can come together, and do this the right way. Shut it down. And this is no way a political, sponsorship or a political affiliated type of commentary. This is just primarily saying, please understand that there are people who are truly, truly impacted. Whether you are on one side of the political party or you are on the other side, people are impacted. And now as a federal employee, we are now impacted. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people. It took me over an hour and a half to actually process all of my stuff because it was electronic. And it was absolutely crazy. It was not chaotic. They did try to operate a orderly, I guess, shutdown, if that's what you want to call it. But honestly, it was overwhelming a little bit because there were people who couldn't get in the system like me. I just couldn't get in the system. And, it was just like, I just want to sign my paper and leave. I just want to sign my paper and go home. But there are people who were in there. There were people in there who I think were having a time. And then we had some people walking around like, hello, good morning. And I'm like, bruh, like, I mean, I understand the whole fake it till you make it situation, but there were some people who might have really been struggling today. You know, there might be people who are like, I missed out on 3 days of work this week. I don't know how I'm gonna eat next week. And again, I'm praying for all of those who are in that situation. I thank God that, again, I have the ability to have several sources of income. And if you were or are a federal employee and you did not have another source of income or don't have several sources of income, I'm going to challenge you to not sit down and soak in what is currently happening. I am going to encourage you and empower you to get up and find something else that is going to create a light in you. That is going to say, hey, today was worth waking up. Today was worth getting up and serving somebody else. Today was worth me providing all the passion, all the work, all the motivation, all the inspiration to get up and do something else for somebody, because I can and I will make a sustainable income outside of that one main source. So I'm going to encourage you, whether you are doing business with me, whether you are doing business in another industry, another entity, I am going to be your business bestie right now. And I'm going to help you figure that out, whatever that is for you. Because at this point now, we need each other. Okay? We need each other. We can't afford to depend on the government for anything. We just can't. I mean, this is proven right now. So whether you're just whether you're a federal employee or not, this is going to anybody. If you only got one stream of income, I'm going to encourage you and highly recommend that you find something that your heart desires and that you don't feel like that you are doing, that you probably can be getting paid to do, and that people probably are already telling you like, oh my gosh, girl, you make such the greatest, I don't know, food, sweaters, blankets, I don't know, somebody else might enjoy those. So all I'm saying is let's get together, let's stick together, let's find other ways that we're going to be able to we're going to overcome this. We are going to do well. We are going to be well. We are going to encourage one another. We're going to be inspirational. We are not going to let this take us down. This is just, at least for me, this is motivation to get your gears to grinding, and let's get it, because there is money to be made. There is additional sources of income that you can create. Okay? So I'm here. I'm not just your travel bestie, but I'm your business bestie, and I'm just your bestie. I am here to help you. I am here to encourage you. I am here to inspire you.
I absolutely agree. Hey, wealthy people, let's make this a time where we don't just sit idle and stress over everything going on, but let's be proactive. Let's learn new skills and uncover hidden talents. Ask yourself, what am I good at? And try to pair it with a lucrative skill or talent. If you don't know what you're good at, ask a loved one. Having multiple streams of income doesn't sound bad at all. Right now, it's a must-have. Multiple streams of income should not be an option, but a need.
Hi, and my backup plan. Morning. It's Thursday. Good morning, y'all. Listen, I was at work yesterday, and somebody was like, James, you get paid today? Wait a minute. First of all, get out of my pocket. We're gonna start there. Yes, the government is officially shut down. And if you have been in the army or the military more than a year, you're kind of used to it. A little bit used to it. This happens, I want to say, just about every year. Now, me as a service member, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't ever remember not being paid. I don't ever remember not being paid. Everyone's like, in 2018 it happened, and I'm like, I don't remember. It really doesn't matter if this is your first government shutdown or your 12th. I think it is for me. 11th or 12th. I think it might be for me. There's things that I do that when these things happen, I don't get razzle dazzled, okay? I don't really get too stressed out because I implement things within the year. I ain't gonna hold you. It hasn't been many years that we've been doing this, okay? We've been a big girl the last couple years. But I realized that I am my backup plan. There's people that if things get really bad, I could go to and they would do what they could. I have people. I live a life and I have a career where I can put things in place where I don't have to go there, or it has to be really bad to go there, right? I'm my own backup plan. Literally, if I don't feed my kids, they don't eat. So I'm not gonna keep putting myself in a situation where then I gotta ask somebody else. No. So here's a few things really quick while I'm about to get ready to go to work, because I'm not trying to drag this out, okay? Listen, it's early in the morning. First thing, when I get paid, I pay myself first. Something goes into savings, even if it's only $100. I understand, you know, we get paid first last day of the month. I understand one paycheck usually got like bigger bills that come out. The other paycheck usually got the little bills that come out or whatever. But there is something that you can put aside every 2 weeks. Put something aside every 2 weeks, because if and when things happen, life happens. Listen, I had to be a big girl and buy 4 tires in 2025. Okay, life happens. So if and when life happens, you have something to the side. You know, you can go to the grocery store and get enough food to last y'all for a few days. You can get some gas so you can get to and fro, you know, from work. If your kids ask you for something for school or something, you don't have to be like, no, I don't have it. You have something to pull from. And as you build that something, you know, that amount that you have, it grows. I enjoy saving because I have lived a life where I've had nothing. I've had negative balances, $2 to last a whole month. Like, I've literally struggled. So I learned to love to save. Second thing I do is I buy in bulk all the time. When things are good, when things are not, when things are tight, when they're not. I buy in bulk all the time. So I get the big things of chicken. I wash it. Yes, I wash it. I separate it. I season it. I freeze it. So I have meals in my freezer. And then when the little freezer gets full, I start filling up the big freezer. I have the chest freezer. I really want the one where you open it and it looks like a fridge, but it's a freezer. Maybe Christmas. I've learned that there's highs and lows in life, and when things are really good, you stock up, and when things are not so good, you still have. If I also coupon shop, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I have a stockpile. I have toilet paper, freaking laundry soap, body wash. I just gave away a huge bag of men's body wash, deodorant, body spray, soap, because my son, he want to use my, you know, the regular Dove, the white bottle Dove. He don't want the men's Dove no more. Cool, that's fine. It's not gonna stay here. I know someone I can give it to. I give it away. I'm not saying you have to do these things, but I'm saying these are the things that help me live in a manner of when things are scarce and when things are plentiful, I still get to live the same quality of life, and I don't have to stress about it. And that's my biggest thing, not having to stress about it. And I ain't gonna hold you. You don't have to keep on sharp like me, but when you go to the store, I went to the store the other day and there was something like on clearance. I bought like 4. Why? Because it's something that we use all the time. It was the little scent beads that go in the laundry. It's something that we use all the time. It smelled good. It's at a super low price. Why am I not going to buy more? So, I mean, when you have plentiful, just buy, instead of buying 1 soap, buy 2. Put 1 up for later. Or Sam's, Costco, shopping in bulk, period. You have to plan as if you are your plan B, because sometimes you gotta be.
Well, it happened. The government is shut down. Another one of these. And guess what? This time it doesn't affect me because I'm no longer a federal employee. But listen, everyone harps on how government jobs or these jobs with benefits are so good, so secure. The reality is that no job that someone can fire you from is secure. It doesn't matter what kind of benefits you have and what. You get unemployment, a little unemployment, a little social security. Yeah, no, that's not enough to survive. In this economy, we live in the same economy, right? You know, and the reality is these employees that are laid off or not considered essential, most of them are working class, middle class people who have high interest rate car notes, mortgages, credit card debt, student loans. These are those same people that are paying them back right now, right? Listen, as a federal employee in my early 20s, as a struggling single mother, one of the things that I learned really early and was the reason why I was a serial side hustler is that one income is just way too close to none. And that is why trading is the only thing that made sense, because I have control of my income. And if I don't make money, it's because my psychology was bad or I just didn't want to that day. I am in control, right? So you have got to learn a high income skill set that nobody can take from you in order to be truly recession proof, right? Because it don't matter if the stock market goes up or down. It doesn't matter if the financial markets are up or down. There is always money to be made in the financial markets, okay? So if that's something you're interested in learning, read down below.
Hey TikTok. This is like my first TikTok. I recently left Instagram alone for my personal reasons, but I love TikTok. Like, I'm starting to gravitate more toward TikTok. I don't really mess with Instagram like that, but I dip in and out because I got a business or whatever. Gotta be there for my clients. Anywho, that's not why I'm here. So clock this, right? The whole government shutdown. I want to talk about the positive things that can come from this, not just the negative. When things like this happen, I do not hop into the scarcity mindset. I look at it as an opportunity. So with that being said, opportunities like this, the government shutdown, you are to trade stock options, invest in stocks. If you don't know how, go learn, because this is one skill that is going to save you during times like this. How is it going to save me during times like this, Harmony? I tell you. This is what you do. You do your research on stocks that are going to go down and stocks that are going to go up for whatever given situation that we are in, such as this one today. So you are going to look up stock options to begin with that might go down due to the government shutdown. So you're going to do your research. You're going to put in that stock option and you're going to make money off of that stock going down. And then you're going to look at the opposite. You're going to look at what stocks are going to go up due to this opportunity. You invest in that, and then you get some money. You capitalize off situations like this. We don't get scared. And then those puts that you just made money off of, you buy a call option with that same put, because what goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. Y'all hearing me? I don't think y'all are hearing me. Capitalize and learn the skill. Please, this can be a good opportunity for you to come up. Capitalize.